Welcome to English Tutorial YouTube channel.
Presented by Dr. Pradeep Kumar Mahato.
Hello everyone, and welcome to today's English grammar lesson. In this lesson, we are going to learn the appropriate use of 5 important prepositions: under, underneath, until, up, and upon. These words are short and simple, but choosing the right preposition can make a big difference in the clarity and correctness of your English. So, let's understand each one with a simple rule and 5 practical examples. 1. Under. Let's begin with under. We use under to show that something is below something else, generally without emphasizing direct contact with its surface. For example, 1. The cat is under the table. The cat is below the table. 2. She kept the bag under the bed. The bag is positioned below the bed. 3. The keys were under the newspaper. The keys were below the newspaper. 4. He hid under the tree. He was in a position below the branches of the tree. 5. The child is under the blanket. The child is covered and positioned beneath the blanket. So, remember, under means below something. It can describe position, movement, or even a condition. For example, under the table, under the bed, under the tree. 2. Underneath. Now let's look at underneath. Underneath also means below or directly under something. It often emphasizes the position beneath another object. Let's look at the examples. 1. The toy is underneath the bed. The toy is below the bed. 2. She found the cat underneath the chair. The cat was directly below the chair. 3. The ball rolled underneath the sofa. The ball moved below the sofa. 4. He was working underneath the table. He was positioned below the table. 5. The keys were underneath the pillow. The keys were below the pillow. So, remember, underneath means directly below or beneath something. In many everyday sentences, under and underneath can be used interchangeably. For example, the cat is under the chair or the cat is underneath the chair. Both are correct. 3. Until. Next we have until. We use until to show the time up to which an action continues or a situation remains true. In simple words, until means up to a particular time or event. Let's look at the examples. 1. We will wait until 5 p.m. 2. He stayed at home until I returned. 3. The shop is open until 9 o'clock. 4. She worked on the project until late. 5. We practiced the song until the end. So, remember, until means up to a particular time or event. For example, until Monday, until tomorrow, until 5 p.m., until the end. A useful point to remember is that till is essentially the same meaning as until. Now, let's learn the preposition up. We use up to show movement from a lower position to a higher position. It is commonly used when talking about stairs, hills, roads, levels, or vertical movement. Let's look at the examples. 1. He climbed up the stairs. He moved from a lower level to a higher level. 2. She turned up the volume. Here, up indicates an increase in the volume. 3. The bird flew up into the sky. The bird moved upward. 4. He looked up at the stars. He directed his eyes towards a higher position. 5. The temperature went up in the afternoon. the temperature increased. So, remember, up means towards a higher position or to a higher level. It can describe physical movement like climb up, walk up, fly up. And it can also describe an increase like turn up the volume, prices went up, temperature went up. 5. Upon. Finally, let's look at upon. Upon is a more formal preposition and often means on or immediately after, depending on the context. In today's lesson, we are focusing on its use to show that something is on or onto something, often in formal or literary English. Let's look at the examples. 1. The book is upon the table. The book is on the table. 2. He placed his hand upon my shoulder. His hand was placed on my shoulder. 3. The cat jumped upon the chair. The cat jumped onto the chair. 4. The picture hangs upon the wall. The picture is positioned on the wall. 5. She laid the keys upon the desk. She placed the keys on the desk. So, remember, upon means on or onto something, often in formal or literary English. For example, upon the table, upon the wall, upon my shoulder. In everyday modern English, on is usually more natural, while upon can sound more formal. Quick revision. Let's quickly revise all 5 prepositions. Under, below. Underneath, directly below. Until, up to a time. Up, towards a higher position. Upon, on or onto something. Here's an easy way to remember them. Under, below. Underneath, directly below. Until, up to a time. Up, towards a higher position. Upon, on or onto. Remember, prepositions are small words, but they have a big role in making our English clear, natural and correct. Don't just memorize the rules. Try to create your own sentences using each preposition. For example, make one sentence with under, one with underneath, one with until, one with up, and one with upon. The more you practice, the more naturally you will use them.
Need quality PDF notes on any topic? Get well-researched exam-oriented notes designed for any examination at just 500 rupees or $5 per topic. Save time, study smart, and score high. WhatsApp me now on 800-109-4211. Your success is our mission. Now, we are going to learn the appropriate use of 3 important prepositions: with, within, and without. These 3 words are very common in everyday English. However, understanding their exact meanings and uses will help you speak and write more accurately. So, let's learn them one by one with simple rules and practical examples. 1. With. First, let's talk about with. We use with to show accompaniment, togetherness, association, a relationship between people or things, or the instrument used to do something. In simple words, with often means together with or using. Let's look at the examples. Example 1. She came with her friend. Here, with shows companionship. She came together with her friend. Example 2. He was traveling with his family. Here, with shows the people accompanying him. Example 3. The soup was served with bread. Here, with shows something that accompanies another thing. Example 4. She works with children. Here, with shows a relationship or association. Example 5. He writes with a pen. Here, with shows the instrument or tool used to perform an action. So remember, with means together with, accompanied by, associated with, or using something. For example, with my friend, with my family, with bread, with children, with a pen. Now let's move to within. We use within to show that something happens inside a particular limit, period of time or space. When we use within with time, it means before the end of a particular period. Let's look at the examples. Example 1. The message will reach you within 2 days. This means the message will arrive at some point before the 2-day limit ends. Example 2. We finished the work within an hour. The work was completed before 1 hour had passed. Example 3. The treasure was found within the cave. Here, within means inside the boundaries of the cave. Example 4. Please submit the form within the week. This means submit the form before the week is over. Example 5. The train will arrive within 10 minutes. The train is expected to arrive before 10 minutes have passed. So remember, within means inside a limit, boundary, space or period of time. A useful distinction is within 2 days means at any time before the 2-day limit ends. 3. Without. Finally, let's learn without. We use without to show the absence of someone or something. In simple words, without means that something or someone is not present, included or used. Let's look at the examples. Example 1. He left without taking his bag. He left and he did not take his bag. Example 2. The room was dark without a light. There was no light in the room. Example 3. She cooked dinner without salt. Salt was not used in preparing the dinner. Example 4. We reached the station without delay. There was no delay. Example 5. The game was stopped without any warning. No warning was given before the game was stopped. So remember, without means in the absence of someone or something, not having or not using something. For example, without money, without help, without food, without warning, without delay. Quick revision. Now let's quickly revise the 3 prepositions. With shows companionship, association, togetherness or the instrument used for an action. Within shows something inside a limit, boundary, space or period of time. Without shows the absence of someone or something. Let's compare them with 3 simple sentences. She came with her friend. Her friend was present with her. She will arrive within an hour. She will arrive before the 1-hour limit ends. She came without her friend. Her friend was not with her. See how just one preposition can completely change the meaning. That's why learning prepositions is so important for accurate English. Remember, prepositions are small words, but they have a big role in making our sentences clear and correct. Don't simply memorize the rules. Practice these prepositions in your own sentences and use them in everyday conversation. If this lesson was helpful, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with other English learners. Thank you for watching. Keep learning, keep practicing, and keep improving your English. I'll see you in the next English grammar lesson.